Hello everybody and welcome back to Screen Stars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the brand new 2019 Netflix big budgeted action film Six Underground, a film that is directed by Michael Bay and it stars Ryan Reynolds. Now, like I said, this is a film that has been reported to have been budgeted at around $175 million. It's Netflix's biggest film, if you like, in regards to budget, and it focuses on a team of 6 individuals that is put together by Ryan Reynolds, who's this self-made billionaire, and his main mission in his life is to put the balance of power back in the world and take out some of the world's biggest scumbags, the kind of scumbags that governments won't take down themselves for political reasons. But he's not affiliated to any of these governments. He's put his own team together of ex-special forces, hitmen, CIA, Delta team, drivers, doctors, all these experts in their own field to put this team of super soldiers, if you like, together to take down these corrupt governments. And this team, headed by Ryan Reynolds, decide that they're going to take down this brutal dictatorship in an unnamed country, in order to they put a coup in operation to topple this brutal dictatorship. Right, so what did I think of Six Underground? Well, one thing's for damn sure, this is a Michael Bay film. I think his style of direction is unmistakable, and I'm not sure what Michael Bay would do with very little budget, because this film spends more in the first 10 minutes on its budget than most films out there do for the whole movie. The stunts, the explosions, the car chases, the gunfire are all absolutely on point and exactly what you would expect for a film of this budget, and certainly from Michael Bay. I think the main problem that many will have, and I kind of have with this film, is we've seen it all before. It's almost like a copy and paste of all of Michael Bay's films, and just put into this film. Everything feels very familiar, and kind of very cliched and quite generic at times, even though some of the stunts are pretty spectacular, to say the least. I think a lot of what keeps the charm of this film and keeps the interest of this film is the chemistry between all the leads. This team, there's a layer of humour that runs through this that is generated mainly by Ryan Reynolds, of his natural charisma on screen, and it's the chippy, humorous Ryan Reynolds that we all have got used to seeing now over the last few years. So fans of Ryan Reynolds, I don't think will be disappointed here, but everybody else contributes to the team and the teamwork and the chemistry between everybody, and it for the most part it works, even if they're all very, very cliched and not particularly well written or fleshed out. The performances and the charisma of all of them kind of carry the film. In a lot of ways, this reminded me of The Losers, that film that was released. When was that released now? Let's hope 2010. It starred Jeffrey D. Morgan, Idris Elba, and Zoe Saldana. It very much reminded me of that film, and I'm a big fan of that film. I thought they both had very, very similar looks and feels. This was a bigger budget film, Six Underground, but yeah, I would say if you are a fan of The Losers, then you're probably going to quite enjoy this film, and I certainly quite enjoyed this film. I don't think it's a bad film. It's one of those highly generic action flicks that you can stuff loads of popcorn in your face and enjoy. Loads of great gunfights, loads of witty writing and snappy performances. It doesn't do anything particularly new with the genre, and if it had a quarter of the budget that it had, this film would have been pretty ordinary. I think the budget's there on screen. definitely. It felt very old-fashioned in its direction, and I don't necessarily think that Michael Bay has changed or improved his style over the years. It's just same old stuff, slow-mo, fast edits, and you know, if nobody had told you this was a Michael Bay film, and you put it on, and within the first 10 minutes you're like, yeah, Michael Bay's directed this. Massive set pieces and explosions, but it's an enjoyable film. It didn't blow me away. The story is there. It's just about this team taking out this dictator, who himself is pretty bland. So you got these faceless bad guys that are just getting taken out left, right, and centre. It's like, you know, it's like a video game, like wave 1 and they take them out. Wave 2 comes and they've got different skills, and felt very, you know, video game-esque at times, this film. But it is certainly worth a watch. I'm not sure. I would have been interested to see what this film would have done at the cinema, because it's, you know, for the budget it's got, I think it would have really struggled to make its budget back, if I'm perfectly honest. But I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I thought it was an enjoyable fare. Ryan Reynolds' charisma and charm carried the film through, as did the chemistry of all the other leads. But it's nothing you haven't really seen before, especially if you've seen a lot of Michael Bay films. So that's my review for Six Underground. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and of course I'll see you back for more reviews on Screen Stars.